Hello, online crew. How are we today? I hope you've had an amazing weekend in whatever you've done on the weekend. Today's heading is sharing something sort of incredibly sad, and I just feel the need to talk about it. But please don't stress, it's not about me. There is nothing wrong. I think I've alarmed some people with my heading, but there's nothing wrong with me. Everything's fine. Just yeah, some people around me have passed away, and yeah, I just feel the need to talk about it, so I'm going to talk about it. It's incredibly sad, so I just think it's worth. Didn't think I was going to do that. It's just really, really sad. So I just want to talk about it because at the beginning of every week, I talk about something to do with personal development or personal growth. And for all of us, sometimes something happens in life and it just smacks you in the face and it makes you think differently. And that's just happened to me over the last week, really. So I just feel compelled to talk about it. So I'm going to talk about it because you just never know anyway, it's all good, but there's nothing wrong with me, guys. I'm absolutely fine. Just, affected by some loss and want to talk about it. Is that okay? Is it okay that I'm real and I'm human? And, if I'm really human, I've got the worst headache ever. I feel like I'm about to throw up because I've got a migraine, but I'm still here talking to you guys, crying. This is what they call keeping it real. Is it okay if I'm real and I'm human, guys? Because I am. Nobody's perfect. No, everybody's far from perfect. So, who have we got on? Hello, Matthew. How are you? Good to see that you are here. Gloria, I'm here. The news doesn't make cry. It's not about me, so please don't stress. It's all good, Gloria. Just some sad, and I'll get to that in a minute. I'll share it with you what's going on, but I'm okay. Back. I wish there was a way to permanently allow StreamYard access. Just because the notification's up there, Matthew, doesn't mean you have to do it every time. You only need to do it once. So it'll always sit there at the top of the live if you're watching from my group, but you only actually have to do it once. So you don't have to do it every time, even though the wording's up there. Okay. So you're already in, Matthew. I can see your profile picture. It's all good. Hey, Olive, how are you? Good to see you. We got Gloria here. We've got Johanna and Richard. Hi, guys. We've got Crystal. We've got Jonah Lynn. We've got Jay. I hope it's not too bad. No, it's not for me. It is for some other families. Absolutely. I just find it incredibly sad. I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit of a wuss, but if any of you were in this situation, I'm sure you'd feel it the same way too. Hey, Alma, how are you? And really, there's a bigger message behind it as well, which is why I want to talk about it, because I think we should all reassess sometimes in life about what's important, what's not important, what we stress about, the things that we worry about that we shouldn't, the people that we worry about and what they think about us and we shouldn't, because it just doesn't matter, guys. Hey, Debbie, how are you? Good to see you on. We've got Kelly. Thank you. We're here for you, Helen. And yeah, it's not me directly. So, but I know, Olive, there's people like you and so many amazing people in this community that, I'm so appreciative of you guys. God, I'm emotional today. I think it's because I've got a massive, massive, massive headache. I don't know. Those of you that know me well, you'll be able to see it in my eyes because my eyes are never the same when I've got a massive headache. So I feel like shit. Is that okay to tell you on live video, guys? Did I just say that? I just said that. It's okay. Hello, Mary. Hello, Jennifer. Have a look at me. God, pull yourself together, woman. Sending you some prayers. Thank you. Hey, Laurie, how are you? Hi, Kathleen. Hello, Anna. I'm fine. I'm seriously, I am fine. Sending love to you, Andrea. You guys are just amazing. Hi, Helen. I'm not in the challenge, but you inspire me. That's why I follow you. Oh, thank you very much, Amy. And those of you in the video challenge, I am going live later. to give you guys the content for days 10 to 14. So I'll pull myself together before then, guys, and give you that content. Pamela, in real, well, there's no denying that, Pamela. I can't sort of hide it. You be you, yeah, that's just me, Carol. I tell you, I would like to sign up. What would you like to sign up for? Let me know and I'll help you out with that. Bluntly said, yeah, it was a bit blunt. I feel like shit too. Oh, I'm fighting a stomach bug and a headache too. Yeah, okay, so we'll feel it together. But amazingly, you are here with us with your headache, such dedication. And you know, I reckon, you know, some of you might remember a number of weeks ago, I pretty much lost my voice. And someone said, you know, you'll still be here live with us doing like cards, like writing on cards and reading. Like, yeah, I don't know what it is about you guys, but I want to be here. I really want to be here. You guys mean more to me than you realize. And so it's not a chore for me. Yeah, I've got a blinding headache, guys. It's sitting right, hang on. There, I'm on the wrong, like I know where I'm feeling it, but I'm backwards. It's right here. I've got my wheat bag out of my shoulders before I went live just to try to settle down my shoulder. Anyway, I'm babbling now. It's all good. We feel for you. You're allowed to feel that way. So I'll get to the point in a minute. But before I do, can I pick on Matt? Matt, I'm going to pick on you because there is some amazing people in this community, and I think that's what we need more of this in life. Like, Matt, I'm singling you out, okay? Matt took the time, put this on my profile and my personal page last night. He took the time to steal a photo from my Facebook profile, which is not stealing a photo at all because anything on Facebook is public anyway. This moment here, some of you may recognize, is the moment that I'd got back from like a 35-hour flight from Austin to Australia. And this was the moment that I came home to my family. So we captured the moment and I put it on my Facebook page and sort of talked about it. And Matt Sherb, there he is, singling you out, mister. He turned it into a card for me, and just, you know, there is magic in this moment. It's such a small thing to do, but such a beautiful, thoughtful thing that it's much bigger than the small thing that it is, because it's really not a small thing, it's a big thing for the person receiving it. Does that make any sense to you guys whatsoever? But I just want to single you out, Matt, and say thank you. Just for no reason, just, you know, appreciating the fact that I got home safely in the grueling trip that I went through. So thank you, Matt. Okay. Now, before I get into the topic, just a couple of reminders. I've promised you guys, and it's only because the training's not finished yet. I've got some prizes going at the moment. So you can win a free lifetime membership to my coaching community. That's the first prize. The second prize is a coaching call with me and a free month into my coaching community. And the third prize is a free month into my coaching community, and that's for you guys that accessed Whit and Kerry's training, which is raising money for the underprivileged and learning how to build an influence online and build a team online. So that doesn't finish until the 6th of December, guys. So I can't draw that prize until after the 6th of December. So those of you that are asking, I just wanted to let you know I'm not delaying it. It's still open. Those of you that want to get the replay of that awesome training, it's up above. If you still want to access it, one of the bonuses goes away at midnight. But someone from this incredible community that accessed that training is going to win lifetime membership to my coaching community. So I will draw that after the 6th of December. So I just wanted to give you the heads up if you're wondering about that. And I'll talk more about it tomorrow when I've got my head screwed on properly. But I am doing an advanced Facebook advertising bootcamp next week in my coaching community. So if you want to get into the coaching community, that link is up above as well. So just a few reminders there. So what's going on? Let me get into the content of today and some incredibly sad news and why I feel the need to talk about it, because I think we all need to just stop and think about the crap that we stress about and overthink and don't make decisions because we're waiting for the right time, more income in our bank account before we invest in things. You know, right time, right money, all that kind of stuff, worried about what people think of us, when our lives could potentially be taken from us at any single moment. Now, I don't want to start the week off on a depressing note. This is not to be really sad or down. This is just reality of life. There are a number of people that I know that have passed away in the last week, okay? One of those was a beautiful guy from our online community that had a dog that went into a lake, and he went in after his dog to save the dog, and he didn't survive. Okay, that's one. The second lot of people, so it's not immediate family or anything. So, you know, it's just, I just find it incredibly sad when things like this happen that we know to people. So 1 minute you're here, next minute you're just trying to save your pet and you're gone. The other one, maybe some of you in the US would have seen this on the news on the weekend. 12 people were in an aeroplane. 9 of them died. And I knew 5 of them. And 2 of those were owners of my previous network marketing company. So if you know the story, you'll work out what previous network marketing company I was with. And even though I'm not with that company anymore, I met these owners multiple times. They were on a hunting trip for Thanksgiving, and they were coming home from their trip. Really, really bad weather, and the plane went down. So there was a father, 2 sons, which is the owners of the network marketing company, and 2 young children. All of those I've met before, okay? There was, so 9 people out of the 12 just gone. Prime of their life, multiple businesses, billionaires, families, give massive amount back to charity, like just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people who contribute amazing things. Gone. It's gone. And what I take from that, I just find it incredibly sad when something like that happens, especially when it's people you know. And I think what we can take from that, guys, I don't know what your thoughts are around this, but it could happen to any of us. And you think of the crap that we stress about. You think of the things that we worry about, and we won't do Facebook Lives because of what somebody else might think. Or we won't invest in something because we just don't quite have enough money, or it's not the right time, or whatever. Like, we should be braver in doing things that we want to do for ourselves, our families, our lives, our businesses, and not overthink things. How many of you listening here overthink things and worry about things that you shouldn't think about? And it's just life. It's who we are, and we're going to do it over and over again. But 1 minute somebody's here, and the next minute they're just gone for whatever reason. Like, it could be a car crash, it could be anything. But, you know, I mean, am I making sense, guys? Do you sometimes sit back and think, why am I worried about that? Like, tomorrow I might not be here. Or I know we're all worried about saving and putting money in the bank and stuff like that, but we hold ourselves back from taking a holiday because we can't afford it, or, you know, having a nice meal with our loved one because there's a bill that needs to be paid. Just stuff like every now and again, I think it's worthwhile just taking a step back and really assessing what it is we worry about, or what it is that you're holding yourself back from when you just shouldn't. At the end of the day, we only live once, and some people's lives are caught short when I don't know if I'm making sense, guys. I think it's when people get taken like that have got so much to give and have done so much good in the world and have got so much potential and are young. 2 young kids died in that plane crash. Their lives were ahead of them. Like, the wives of those husbands, you know, one wife has lost her husband and 2 of her kids. Like, it's just so incredibly sad. Matthew, Life is extremely precious. We only get one life. I've lost so many people that way. Every time someone goes, I make it a point to take a moment and love those for who they are until another shock happens, shock after shock. People are mean. People don't praise each other enough. Like, there just needs to be more positivity in the world, and beautiful little thoughtful gifts like this, like being like, inspire people, guys. Inspire yourself. You know, invest in mentorship for your business. Do a training. Do things that you're just holding things back from your life. Make a phone call you're too scared to make. Go live on live video even though you're too scared to. Like, who cares? At the end of the day, we only live once. So I think there's just food for thought in really sort of reassessing in your life, what are you stressing about and what are you holding yourself back from, and really evaluate that for what it is. And if it's silly or mindless, just go for it, because you might be gone tomorrow. And I don't want to say that like in a terrible way or anything, but yeah, it's just, you know, 1 minute you're just there on the side of the bank and you go to save your dog and you just don't come out. I'm sorry, guys. So true. Yes, more positive messages are needed. I'm so sorry, Helen, love and prayer. And I don't need, you know, I'm actually fine. I'm all good. I'll get over my headache at some stage, but I feel the need to talk about it, so I'm talking about it. I cannot imagine that amount of grief that woman has experienced. And that's what I find so incredibly sad. She's lost, like, not only her husband, but her brother-in-law. So it was 2 brothers and their father and 2 children of one of those men. Like, can you imagine that much grief in your family, in one family? I don't think I'd want to wake up after that. I'd probably want to go myself if I lost my husband and my boys. Just the thought of that, it just tears me apart. Anyway, so thoughtful of you to do this for them. Our prayers are with them. Rest in peace, held strong, Helen. Yeah, and you know, they've put out a statement because they're in the media, they're in the public eye, they're famous people, millionaires. And they put out a statement saying, you know, thank you for all of your concern, but basically, can you just leave us alone? Which is fair enough. Can you just, I just can't fathom it. And yeah, I agree, Laurie, and that's why I'm talking it. We all need reality checks. And people are mean, and people are stressed about things that they really shouldn't stress about. And people hold on to grudges with people and nitpicky about, you didn't make the bed right, or you didn't do the dishes tonight, or, you know, whatever's going on with your partner and whatever. Like, we stress about the stupidest things. And I think sometimes we just need to reflect on that. Richard and Johanna, life is like a vapor that vanishes in thin air. Why worry about tomorrow when today have enough worries of its own? And I think just being grateful for what we do have, who we do have in our life. If you've got a roof over your head, clothes on your back, and food to eat, we've got a lot to be grateful for, because there's, you know, hundreds of thousands of people in underprivileged countries that, you know, even struggle for food and water. That's why I love and support Wynton Kerry's training that a lot of you have accessed, you know, and you're going into the running for that prize that I was talking about before, because it's supporting families in poverty. It's crazy. It's okay, Helen. Thank you, guys. You're putting things into perspective. It's your empathy that makes you so easy to love. Thank you. I'm almost feeling a little bit embarrassed because yeah, but oh my God, devastated. I don't want to wake up. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you get through it the best way you can, but yeah. We don't know what's going on in other people's lives, and yet we stress about the small things that not matter as much yet. And when you're going through a really hard time, I would just encourage you to think about other people that are going through a worse time. There are people that live on the streets and under bridges in winter that you know, don't even have blankets. and they're scrounging for food, there's always somebody worse off than us. So when you think you got it tough and you've got a tough life and you've got big problems and, somebody asks how you are and it's like, oh, okay, I've got all these things going on. Just, be grateful for the things that you do have and think about the people that don't have anything. Jennifer, hello, lovely. Jen was my roommate in Austin. Such a great reminder to live intentionally every day. Very good point. Live intentionally, guys. And don't be the victim to things. Like people play the victim. Woe is me. And everything is everybody else's fault. And something's going wrong in your life and, oh, they've done this to me. Or, I can't because of. Don't be a victim to your circumstances. Your circumstances are your circumstances, and they're not always going to be flash. It's how you handle those circumstances, the way you think about it and the way you act, which is really, really important. Because crap's going to happen. Shit things are going to happen. People you love are going to get sick and have illnesses and stuff, and you're going to run out of money at certain times. Like, things are going to go wrong always. It's how you handle it as a human being. Jennifer, yes, we take valuable things for granted sometimes and put more attention to some things that are not worth our time. Absolutely. And, if there's people in your world that put you down or don't treat you well, don't spend time with them. You don't need to be surrounded by people that don't support you. You need to be surrounded by people that love you and uplift you and, support you all the way. Live every moment and be grateful. You just never know, right, Jay? You don't. And these people, when they went on their hunting trip and got in that plane, and from what I understand, the really sad part about it is that both of them could have been preventable. So, my friend that went and saved his dog, like, it was preventable. There could have been another way to get the dog out than it was a freezing lake. So I don't know, hypothermia or whatever kicked in, but panic or just incredibly sad. Matthew, time to process and to reflect. Sometimes with stress, everyone has a perspective that you may not see hidden. Always a lot of love. Helen, thank you. I'm going backwards now. My thoughts and prayers are with those families. Thanks for helping to share their pains, Helen. You're amazing. And I would just encourage you to just send love to, I know you guys wouldn't even know who these people are, but just in your own little way, send love to people that need it. There are people far worse off than you and I, and sometimes our thoughts and prayers should just be projected to other people and just be truly, truly grateful for what you have. When you are, your life changes. And when you're grateful for things and you're appreciative and you're nice and giving and thoughtful and whatever, that's what you attract. What you give out, you get back. It's just really important. Kimberly, I always try to look at the positive and think of the things that I'm grateful for. Awesome. People are always going to try to put you down and you just rise above it. And I unfortunately, there's jealousy. Even, when good things are going on with you or, things are happening, people get jealous. And so their way to deal with that is to put people down. It's just like those of you that are in the video challenge doing live video. There are people that might put you down for that because when you sit in their shoes, they'll never do a live video. So what makes them feel better is to put somebody else down, because if then they stop you doing it, then it makes them feel better. It's like somebody going on a diet. They're the first person to put chocolate in front of you if you're going on the diet because it makes them feel better because they're threatened that you might look fabulous. It's weird how us human works. But my message for today, I don't want to go on about it, which I already have, is just you never know, guys. Tomorrow may not never come. And I don't want to say that in a sad or, we're worried about our lives, but live in the moment, make decisions that scare you, invest in things when you can't afford it, do things when you don't think you have time, all those kind of things we hold ourselves back from. Just reassess, okay, because you want to live your life to the fullest and, just have a fully blessed life in however long that is for each and every one of us. We just don't know. What are you saying there, Laurie? Tell me no and I'm more likely to do it. Okay, I'll remember that, Laurie. Be careful what you say, Laurie. That'll come back to bite you. Oh, Monica started a diet today. So would you like an ice cream, Monica? Be grateful for every day and everything that you have. Absolutely. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you, Eden. I appreciate it. Oh, Mike. Mike was how I found out. Yeah, you know where I'm coming from, Mike. It's just so incredibly sad. And then to back that up with what I heard about, you know, the people that died in the plane crash, it's just, I know how you're feeling, Mike, and my heart goes out to you too, Mike. Okay, I know you're feeling what I'm feeling. So, yeah, take that for what you will, guys. I just felt the need to share. So just be kind to yourself. Do things that scare you. Do things even though you think you can't. Live your life to the fullest and love and be grateful for everything around you. Okay. Tomorrow I will have a big smile on my face. Hopefully my headache will be gone and you'll get normal Helen back on the screen. But I so appreciate that you allow me to just be me, share what I'm thinking, whether that's good, bad, or ugly. I truly, truly, truly appreciate you guys. So have a blessed day or evening, whatever part of the day it is for you. And I will catch you guys with a big smile on my face tomorrow. Okay? Bye.